reason why a lot of these bitches think they better than us? The real reason why a lot of people just automatically assume black women are gonna just be insecure is because of the way y'all talk about yourselves online and in real life too. Like getting on TikTok, laughing at your hair, talking about how hard it is to have 4C, and just making it look like overall the black woman experience is an experience of hardship is the exact reason why. I'm scrolling online and it's white people jumping into conversations that black women are having about 4C, even if to defend, talking about, I know how hard it is to have 4C, even as a white person. No white person should be speaking on 4C, period. But the way you bitches got online and started talking shit about my hair type is making everybody else feel like poor them. Never look at me and feel like it's poor me. And yes, I'm speaking with a wig on because at the end of the day, this means nothing to me. I don't feel like this is prettier than my natural hair because I took time to learn and love my hair. No bitch can tell me shit about it. But the more and more y'all complain, the more and more y'all blow up the heads of these other. The more and more y'all complain, young girls see that. I remember being in middle school seeing shit online and threads of every single type of race talking down on us, especially our own people. I don't give a how insecure you are about your hair. Go get a diary and a therapist. Stop coming on TikTok spewing self-hate and then wondering why when you go out into the real world nobody respects you. You don't respect yourself. It's not a black thing. It's not a hair thing. It's not none of that. It's the way you present yourself with confidence. If you have no confidence in your hair, then it makes other people feel comfortable talking down on you too.
Well. Isn't it funny that we're having this conversation? It's time to wake it up because now we have unambiguous black women who are coming out telling other black women who have 4C hair and other women who think that their blackness is a plight that it's not okay to self-deprecate online. Well, because if I'm not mistaken, that's what the Exoticals have been shouting from the rooftops, is that your issue isn't with us, it's with how you represent yourself. It's with how you talk about yourself. Now it's taking more and more unambiguous black women who have dark skin, who have 4C hair, to come out publicly and say, hey, you need to stop telling people that your 4C hair is difficult to deal with, or that my 4C hair could never. Like literally, whenever I see those comments, it makes me want to rip my skin off. Because who are you looking for sympathy from? Are you trying to find a friend in the comments? Like, please explain to me why you feel the need to comment on another woman's hair video, because it's always someone's video that they're commenting under who has a completely opposite hair texture of them. And they're quick to say, oh, my 4C hair could never, under a 3C hair video. It's like they look for sympathy while also trying to center themselves. It's very narcissistic in a way, if I dare to even say that. That's going to be controversial, but I really don't care. Because I have had people rip me a new one in my comments since I started this channel. Because this is an exotical channel through and through at the end of the day. This is how I got my start with this channel, is talking about issues within the black community that are contradicting, talking about being bullied because of my phenotype, because of my look, the things I've dealt with from women on the white side of the spectrum to the unambiguous black side of the spectrum, and talking about my experiences. And something that I've always dealt with in the comments was people telling me that, you're being divisive by talking about textures of hair and you think you're better than someone. Just like she said, you making these bees think they're better than someone. I've literally had people rip me a new one in my comment section for telling people, stop saying things like this. Stop saying your 4C hair can never. Stop sympathy farming. Stop sympathy farming in people's comment sections because you want to feel validation. As a brown skin, dark skin exotical myself, as someone who has 3C hair and an exotic phenotype, it bothers me to my core to see other dark skinned women who do not have my hair type say that, because they're making themselves look bad in real time. And when we would get up on our channels and say, you are literally making your representation look bad by saying these things in public or by saying these things on public forums, we were torn apart. We were told that we were being divisive, we were being racist, we were being textures, colors, features, all these things. But how funny is it now that we're about to come into 2026, now the conversation has shifted, and now women from the unambiguous Black community are saying themselves that it is harmful to be saying these things. We also spoke a lot in the Black community about how they should not be generalizing their experiences and how all Black women don't have the same experiences. When there were other Black women, whether unambiguous or ambiguous, that would come out and say, hey y'all, we all don't struggle with getting a date. We all don't struggle with our hair and maintaining our hair. We don't all have issues with our look. It was like they were ready to pull knives on us. But now we have this unambiguous Black creator who admitted she has 4C hair saying it is not okay to self-deprecate because you are making the Black woman experience seem shitty in the eyes of the public. Something that we have been, again, shouting from the rooftops, saying since we started this community. Since Exoticals United came out, she has been talking about this, and people have been trying to cancel her, dox her left and right. Since I've come out, I haven't got that much heat, but people come in my comments acting a fucking fool because I'm saying the same things. And it's like, you guys are mad that we are telling the truth. And now it's gotten to the point where you now have to tell people, your fellow unambiguous Black girl, hey, close your mouth, stop self-deprecating, and stop trying to generalize the Black woman's experience as being horrible or as being hard or as being arduous. Because you are literally making people believe that being us is a difficult, negative experience. Y'all want to hang the Exoticals community because we don't talk about those things. The Exotical community is the opposite of these colorism, featureism, texturism pages because we don't harp on negativity. We're not saying that they don't exist, but we don't harp on them. We discuss feminine strategies. We discuss leveling up. We discuss learning how to protect yourself, learning certain social cues. We discuss how to decenter men or how to find a man that will provide for you. We discuss certain things in this community that are forward-facing, that are progressive. We don't talk about things that are regressive. We don't talk about things that taint our minds and our spirits on a soul level. Some of the things that these pages and these women harp on all day, it is soul crushing. I don't care if everyone in your life told you that you're ugly or told you that your hair was nappy. You should be looking in the mirror and telling yourself you're beautiful and that your hair is perfect and it's versatile. But we shouldn't have to tell you that. You know what I'm saying? You need to do the work for yourself because we all have plights. We all have things we have to fight through and heal from and work on. But my God, when we came out and started talking about things that were contrary to what these creators used to talk about in the unambiguous community, we were getting attacked for speaking on something that is the opposite of negativity. You know, we changed the narrative for Black women, and a lot of unambiguous creators and women who are stuck in this woe is me, colorism, texturism, featureism loop, they are mad at the Exotical community because we have changed the narrative. We are not sitting around talking about things that don't benefit us or move us forward. And we also are celebrating our privileges. There are privileges in every group, and it's just about figuring out what yours is. But the fact that, you know, these women, because they struggle with their image and their look, they want to hate us because we actually love our look. And we even dare to say that we're exotic. I can understand why, if someone has been talking to themselves negatively for years, telling themselves that they're ugly, telling themselves that their hair is unmanageable and therefore C could never, why it would bother them that someone who's similar in skin tone to them is happy or talks proudly about how they maintain their 3C hair, how they maintain their 4A hair, how they maintain their 3B and 3A hair, how they enjoy different styles. You know, that would really rub the unambiguous community the wrong way, and I get it because you guys have been talking so negatively about your look and about your phenotype and about your hair while also trying to get other people to feel bad for you for that. When it's like, why not just change the narrative? Why not just uplift what makes you different? And it's like, over here on the Exotical channel, we uplift what makes us different. A lot of us are different because we don't fit into the traditional look of a Black woman. A lot of us, we can be othered. A lot of us can pass for multiracial. A lot of us are multiracial. A lot of us are mixed. A lot of us have mixed ancestry. A lot of us have a phenotype that can be traced back to certain countries and certain ethnicities that have a distinct look that is not the typical unambiguous Black look. And so we on this channel talk about all those nuances over here, and we're proud of them. And we make tons of videos about it, and we come together and we talk about girly things, and it's girly and fun over here. But then you have the My 4C Could Never girls who just want to rain on everyone's parade. They want you to feel their misery. If you show pride in your 3C hair, like I have in the past with my friends or my family who happen to be unambiguous or have 4C hair, they want to jump down your throat and tell you, how dare you be proud of that? How dare I be proud of what comes out of my head naturally? How dare I be proud of what I look like? How dare you not be proud of what comes out of your hair naturally? How dare you not be proud of what you look like? And it's so funny that now on Beyonce's internet, we now have a narrative shift where unambiguous women are literally telling their counterparts in their community, the women in their community, hey, stop doing that. You're actually hurting us. Harping on your hair not being manageable actually makes us look sad and sorry. Harping on your hair not being versatile or you thinking it's not versatile makes people think they're better than you or whatever she thinks, because no one said that. That's her perception, It is so ironic that now they are speaking up. And you know what? Kudos to them. Kudos to them, because at some point someone has to get tired of it. Someone has to be over it. Someone has to say enough is enough. Get the girls together and change the narrative so that the stereotypes stop, so the mistreatment stops, so that your image in the world and in the public changes. And you don't have to deal with the things you deal with anymore. And then you create your own pedestals and your own platforms. But coming over here to the exotical space and trying to shame us for talking about what we talk about is not the way to go, baby. I'm telling you right now, it is not. You're fighting the wrong battles. You're fighting us when you need to be fighting yourself. So ladies, drop down in the comment section. Let's have a conversation about this. What did you think of this video? I would love to hear your thoughts down below. I'll also be leaving my email in the description box as well as the Discord, so you guys can join the Discord and we can have more conversation there. I hope you ladies have a lovely day, and I'll talk to you all soon.